I would highly recommend this book. Go and download it, stop being a little peasant, just go and buy it, it's not expensive. And if you really didn't like it, just email me and I'll delete the email. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of 2 Weeks at a Time, which is my life as a filmmaker here in the UK, what I've been up to and the lessons that I've learned. So the past 2 weeks I've had no shoots whatsoever, but I have been keeping myself busy. I've been doing loads of editing basically, and also working on my course that I mentioned in the previous episode. I've been working on the ads along with my coaches to get that up and running. Because I haven't had any shoots on site, it means I've been in the office a lot, I've been on my own a lot, and it's made me kind of really reflective. And I listened to Greg Mckeown's podcast on Modern Wisdom, and he was talking about his new book, Effortless, and I'd loved his previous book. And so I thought I'd give you the lessons that I've learned from that book and how it can apply to filmmaking. So I think it is really, really valuable. Now I'm not going to go through the whole book because, to be honest, I think it's just taking the piss. The blokes wrote a book and then I'm going to give it away to all 7 of my subscribers for free. Just don't think it's on. But I'm going to go through my favourite ones and how they can apply to you as a filmmaker or photographer. So lesson 1 is invert. How can I make this easier? We often think that working harder is going to produce better results, but have you ever stopped to ask yourself, how can I make this easier? This was perfect timing for me because editing some videos for a local band, and they wanted me to put lyrics on the videos for YouTube. And they gave me a folder of all the lyrics, and previously I've just been typing them out manually, timing them manually, and I thought, how can I make this easier? And I use a service called rev.com for other clients. And so, do you know what? I'm just going to export the videos, send them to Rev, I'm going to pay for the captions, and then it will be done. And yes, this costs money, but it just made my life far easier. And the budget that I was given to do this, I spent some of it on the captions. And yes, that means I made less profit, but I did it in pretty much half the time. Lesson 2 is release. Let go of the things that you just can't control. So if you've had a bad shoot, there's literally nothing you can do about it now, other than try and make good in the edit. What stock footage can you bring in to up the production value? Don't worry about it. If you've lost a client, you can't do anything about it now. All you can do is just move on from there. How can you improve the process for next time? That's something that I've battled with and I beat myself up over quite a lot. If I have a bad shoot, I make a mistake. What can you do about it? You literally can't do anything but learn from it. And so the second lesson is to release. Lesson 3 is just start. Now, I really needed to hear this week. There are some projects that you're just doing for the money. It doesn't creatively fulfill you. It is an effort. It's not effortless like some of the projects you do. And you just need to do it. So just start is basically just saying, what is the minimum step that I can do? And can I just work on it for 10 minutes? So that might be just open a project, organize the bins, make a sequence, import all the footage, just do that for 10 minutes and you've made a start. And what I found was when I did that, I ended up working for 15-20 minutes, and that was 20 minutes more than I was going to do in the beginning. So just start, break it down into the smallest possible action you can do and just give it 10 minutes and see what happens. Get the ball rolling and you'll probably move on and do 20, 30, maybe even an hour on that project that you were never going to do. The final lesson is lesson 4, make progress. Fail fast, fail often. Now, that's kind of a dirty word. We don't really want to hear failure and we hate to fail. It kind of crushes your ego. But when you look back, it's the only way you learn, really. And part of this series is to recognize my mistakes. How can I learn from them? How can I not do them again? Like, take this episode. I failed in the fact that there's broken cloud outside and I'm trying to film it and trying to make it consistent. So this lighting scanner is probably all over the place. And I know that, but I've had to fail at it again and again and again in order to learn it. In fact, I think I talked about it as a tip in one of my last episodes of 2 Weeks at a Time. So, proof is in the pudding. You will fail often, but you just need to learn from it. So there we go. There are my 4 lessons from the book Effortless by Greg Mckeown. As I say, highly recommend you go and download it. It is an awesome, awesome book. By far the best book I've read in 2021. And I've actually been thinking about doing a series on books that will make you a better filmmaker that you may not have thought would make you a better filmmaker. Obviously I need a better title than that, but let me know if you're interested down in the comments. If you like this sort of video, give it a like, subscribe for more content, and I will see you next week with another video, and then in 2 weeks time on 2 Weeks at a Time. See you then.